You some updates from the world of business and finance, and Sidhant joins us for that. Sidhant, what do you have for us today?
Well, as always, Priyanka, we have a lot of business stories, but let's take a look at the top lines. Economic Affairs Secretary Shaktikant Tata says the government is looking at 8% growth in financial year 17. Higher growth will be propelled by agriculture growth and passage of the GST. More than 1 lakh connections released under the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana. Petroleum Minister takes a review meeting on implementation of the Yojana in the state of Uttar Pradesh. Asked nodal officers to implement the scheme on a war footing. Markets take a beating due to global factors. Sensex closes below the crucial 27,000 levels, plunges 257 points, Nifty tumbles 69 points, IT, infra, metal and energy sectors close in red. Two-wheeler sales in May rise by 9.75%, domestic passenger car sales dip marginally by 0.86% in May, sales of utility vehicles zoom by nearly 36%. And market regulator SEBI to sell 16 land parcels of Sahara Group through e-auction next month at a reserve price of 1,900 crore rupees. Auction would be conducted by SBI Capital Market and HDFC Realty. Well, let's take a look at more stories. The Empowered Committee of State Finance Ministers will be meeting on June 14th and 15th in Kolkata to decide the design of the goods and services tax. This will be the first time that the West Bengal Finance Minister Amit Mitra will chair an Empowered Committee meeting after being appointed as the head of this panel in February. The government hopes to implement GST, a tax reform that aims to remove barriers across states and integrate the country into a common market from 1st of April 2017. And some news which investors would like to hear. Well, sovereign gold bond will begin trading on stock exchanges for the first time from May, providing investors a greater choice to diversify their portfolios without the need to buy the metal in physical form. The sovereign gold bond scheme was announced by the government on October the 30th, 2015. These bonds are issued by the Reserve Bank of India on behalf of the government. The tenure of the bond is 8 years with an exit option from the 5th year to be exercised on the interest payment dates. Well, that's all in this small section. Back to you in the studio, Priyanka.
Thanks, Sidhant, for bringing us up to date with all that's making news in the world of business and finance.